Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday afternoon. I'm done with my work week, and we are live. Welcome. So today we're going to go ahead and get started. Today is a leg day. Instead of our typical squats, we're going to do a lot of deadlifting today. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. The first being I haven't done a whole lot of deadlifting on this channel. Or rather, I haven't done a lot of straight bar deadlifting on this channel because a lot of time when I deadlift, I'll go heavy and I don't have enough weight to do that here. But I don't have to go that heavy to get a decent workout in. So with that in mind, I reckon a little straight bar deadlifting would be a good thing to demonstrate to you guys. Both for my own benefit, because I haven't done it in a little while, and because you guys might have questions about it. So, with that being said, oops. Okay. Technical difficulties over in the out of the shot here, but that's not a now problem. That's a later problem. Sorry about that. Welcome Anna, welcome Plastic. Oh, sorry about that. That was, one of the pegs off of my pegboard over on the sidewall had fallen off. Not quite sure why. We've done that, but there we are. So, today's going to be deadlifting. It's a little bit of a different look. If y'all prefer the side view, just say so and I'll move you over. Otherwise, I think we're going to stick with the front view for now. So let me go ahead and angle this a bit more correctly. So deadlift is one of the four big exercises, the big compound lifts that most people will say is extremely important to do, along with bench press and pull-ups and squat. Deadlift is, at its fundamental core, an extremely basic and simple exercise, right? Pick the weight off the ground and bring it up. That's it. Weight comes from here, and it comes up to here. That's it. That's the entirety of the workout. However, deadlifting form matters a lot, because if you have poor deadlifting form, you are susceptible to injury if you're not careful. Moreover, I'm thinking I need to move the dumbbells out of the way slightly because I can bring this back a little bit more and you guys can actually see more of what I'm doing. Stand by. Just trying to get the angle right. Sometimes it takes a little bit. That's a little bit better. Okay, so deadlifting, right? The whole idea behind deadlifting is, at its core, there we go. Perfect. What's up, Fluffa? Anna, Plastic Walnut, good to see y'all. Again, at its core, what does the deadlift work? Deadlift works your ab muscles, your hip flexors, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, and to a slightly lesser extent, your calves, as well as your lower back. You don't want to put too much emphasis on your lower back because it'll get worked anyway. So going from a side perspective here, the whole point of a deadlift, you want to keep a neutral spine, just like you would with a squat, and you want to pull from the center of your body mass. So right over the sort of bridge of your foot, where if you've got a shoe, it kind of comes up with the arch. That's about where you want to pull from. You want about a 15-degree angle canted, and you don't want, you want your knees to follow your legs just like they would in a, or your feet just like they would in a squat. So, right, you take the deadlift bar, you come up, and the second half of the motion, right? So the first half, you're really engaging your glutes, your hamstrings to pull the weight up. The second half, you're using your hips to lock out. So we'll go ahead and warm up. And with deadlifting, a lot of people have questions about grips. I'll get to that in a set or two. Just come up and down and up. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Deadlifting is not a complex exercise. It's just important that you do the form right. This is only 125 pounds, so I'm just warming up. It's not a lot of weight. Just want to kind of do it half of a Romanian deadlift. And I can go over Romanian deadlifts as well. Romanian deadlift is the same general principle, but it's more focused on the eccentric going down part of the motion, whereas the traditional deadlift is about explosiveness and coming up with the weight. So I think we'll start with I want to start with 225? Yeah, I think I'll start with 225. I still don't know how close my knee is to 100% healthy yet, recovered from that injury. I think it's getting better, I do. I don't think it's fully healed, but I think it's good enough to where I can lift, as long as I don't do anything really stupid, I can lift at maybe 70 to 75% effort and be okay. So that's probably about what we're gonna do. Howdy, Big Red. This includes lifting heavy objects in retail. Yeah, effectively a deadlift is similar to what you'd be doing, you know, lifting a heavy object in retail. The difference is you just have a bar to grab onto. Same principle applies. You want the weight to be aligned with your center of mass, so that way when you pull up, it comes directly up. You don't want to, you know, and obviously body physiology is going to change it, play a little bit of a role, but you don't want the weight to come super far out in front of you. If you do that, you hurt your knees and back. You don't want it to come too close to you, because if you do, you're going to scrape the crap out of your shins, and that's painful. Also, it's not ideal form for your back either. Yeah, let's start with 225. So for this, I generally recommend clips, just in case you get out of balance. It's better to have them on. There's no reason not to. I know Anna has asked about how to safely bail out of an exercise if you're working. I can demonstrate that as well. With the deadlift, it's pretty easy, honestly. I mean, there should be really no part here where you can't, if you absolutely had to, you can drop the weight. Don't do that, ideally, because that rapidly decompresses, you know, your spine. It removes the load extremely rapidly from your spine, which isn't good. So, you know, try to avoid doing that. You know, if you can feel something ain't right, set it down in a slow and controlled manner. But if you absolutely have to, it's an emergency, you can drop a deadlift and you'll be okay. Another issue is matting and flooring. Generally speaking, you do not want to do a deadlift on a concrete floor because, God forbid, if you have to drop the weights, it can crack your floor, and that's not ideal, obviously. So, not today, not now. Okay, I mean, I won't demonstrate that now, but I do kind of want to go over the basic technique and safety, because I don't think I've done this before on the channel, or at least if I have, it's not been in a while. So I'm, you know, this isn't, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna do a set. This is too loose. So I know y'all can't see my face here, but I think it's more important to capture the lower half of my body for this particular exercise than it is to capture the entirety of my body at a worse angle. So that's sort of why it's a bit goofy looking right now, I will admit, but 1, 2, 3, hoop. Okay. So again, line up your feet, make sure you're about shoulder width apart, cant your feet slightly if you wish. Try not to, you know, try to keep your back in neutral alignment, and then really it's just explode and keep a neutral spine, and, you know, keep your core tight. You do those things, it'll be golden. And practice. Practice, practice, practice. 1, 2. The more you do these, the more comfortable you get with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that's first set. So I know I got a request from a 1 Notumbre and a 1 Clizzard to show a cat on the stream. Particularly the cat Raoul. So, well, I don't know. I think this is an in-joke between the two of them. I really don't understand what it means, but it's a cat. What's the harm? So, there you go. There's Raoul. Yo, what's up today? Good to see you in chat. Alright, so again, deadlifting. I think today we're going to do a lot of these. Really kind of work deadlifts a little bit harder today. I think we're going to continue to roll through maybe a couple sets of 225. Probably go as high as 315 and then come back down. I don't think we're going to go super crazy. But we'll also do Romanian deadlifts and sumo deadlifts. Kind of hit everything. That's the goal here. We may not do the full 30 sets as usual. It's really going to depend on how my knee feels. So far it feels fine, but we've only done 1 set. And it's not at a particularly heavy weight, so we'll keep that in mind. In tube socks. The tube socks actually do serve something of a purpose with deadlifting. You don't want to scrape your shins when you deadlift, but occasionally it will happen. Having tube socks kind of makes it less painful. Sometimes, you know, obviously if I had taller ones it'd be even better, but they get the job done. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hoop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. Now, in really heavy deadlifts or Olympic style, some people say you got to set the weight all the way down. Maybe that's true if you're repping, you know, sets of 3 to 5. If you're repping sets of 10, I don't find it to be necessary. It's also kind of loud. Like if you're in the gym, you're already going to make a fair amount of noise setting the weight down, no matter how gently you do it. So I don't really see the need to amplifying that by setting it down every single time. But that's just me. Yeah, all right, let's move up to keep the conventional deadlift going. We'll move to 275. We'll go there. I think, yeah, the goal today is going to be, we're going to do straight bar, we're going to do trap bar, we're going to do Romanian, we're going to do sumo, we're going to do opposite hand grips. We're going to do really the works as it comes to the deadlifting exercise. Maybe at the end we'll throw in some full body press or some power cleans as a good example of what other compound workouts you can do once you're comfortable with the deadlift. But that's going to depend on how I'm feeling, whether or not I want to vomit. I got home a little early today from work, because I was all the way up in Greenville yesterday on a business trip, and so I ended up working pretty late yesterday, so as a result I came home a little early today, so I cooked myself a little bit of food because I was starving beforehand, and well, lo and behold, I think I ate a little bit too much. How else are you supposed to assert your dominance over everyone else if you aren't throwing weight around as loud as you can? I know what you're getting at there. There is a certain person in the gym who has it almost seems as though it's their pathological mission to be as distractingly loud in the gym as is possible. And you know, like if you're grunting or you let out, you know, a noise because you're fucking trying a 1 rep max, nobody's gonna give you grief for that. But if you do it every single set in the gym, yeah, people are gonna notice, and it gets kind of annoying. So like, don't go nuts with trying to vocalize if you're really hitting it hard. But obviously you can do a lot more of that if you have your home gym. Then who gives a shit? But you know, be polite. Howdy Popcorn, good to see you. We'll do one more set of overhand conventional, and then we'll probably switch to my switch hand grip. Honestly, I prefer it when it comes to deadlift. I'm definitely stronger with it. Now, some people say with preferred, you know, with switch hand grips or you know, non-overhand grips, some people say they can cause problems, but unless you're going to like a competitive level, you know, deadlifting 5, 6 more 100 pounds, I don't think any of us at the level we all are typically at in this chat have that to worry about as a major problem. So I'm gonna stick with conventional. And again, if y'all wanna see this from a side angle, just ask and I'll make it happen, okay? I may do that anyway, just for educational purposes. I think that'd be a useful thing to do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, hoop. 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm losing grip. So now there, I lost my grip on it. I didn't try to force the rep. I just let it down as slowly and as controlled a manner as I could. That's why I don't like overhand grip. Maybe it's that I just don't do enough shrugs. I don't think that's the case, personally. I think I have pretty good grip strength. I think it's just, once you get past a certain weight, gripping the bar overhand is just difficult. For me, I've always found I'm more secure with it underhand, which allows me to focus on the real reason you're doing this, lower body. So I'm gonna switch to underhand. Feel my heart going. P-Fish26, thank you very much for the follow. I must have missed you in chat there. Yeah. I know Big Red Fro, you're mentioning Dr. Scholl's, the cushion insoles for shoes. Some people swear by those. I'm old-fashioned. I've got a beater pair of shoes that's good enough for lifting weights. And that's what I stick with. Excuse me. Alright, so that was our third set of deadlift. We'll probably do another set at 275. Probably 2 more sets at 315 above that. Probably do some sumos at 275. And then, yeah, maybe Romanians after that. Whew. So how's y'all's week been? Says, y'all wear shoes on leg days. I know there are a lot of people who swear by doing leg day barefoot. I've never felt comfortable with it. To be honest, I should probably try it. So it's supposedly you get better leg balance with that, but I don't know, I've just never felt comfortable with it. There's some people who swear by barefoot though. A lot of pros say barefoot's the way to go, or you know, a sort of a platform-esque, very flat shoe, like a Chuck Taylor Converse kind of deal where you're more or less on a flat surface the same way you would be if you were barefoot. I don't know. I don't know if there's any scientific evidence to suggest one's better than the other, but I do know lots of very competent lifters that swear by that as a method. So there could be some magic to that method, I would not be qualified to say. Okay, set number 4. 1, 2, 2, 3. 2, 3. So now notice this time I'm putting an underhand grip on the right and an overhand grip on the left. If you're a switch gripper like I am, it's important to alternate as well, because then you don't create an over-reliance accidentally on one bicep or on one arm. Just as a side note. That's sort of the other thing. I feel like if you're gonna do switch grip, make sure to alternate hand positions, which I do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I just feel a lot more confident gripping it that way. I feel like it's not slipping out of my hands as easily. The other thing with deadlifts is that a fairly high intensity exercise, so we're probably going to go a little bit slower today, which again, probably will be the reason we don't do 30 full sets on this. We'll see. Well, we'll see. I don't think I'll do a full 30 sets. How's work? I look tired. I am tired. So I mentioned yesterday I had a business trip up in Greenville in the upstate. Very productive. And thank fuck, corporate finally agreed for us to go on it. I don't know why management's dragged their feet so long on letting us go up there to work out kinks in person with the contractors, but either way, that's above my pay grade. It was very productive, but yeah, definitely left me a little bit worse for wear. Then, yeah, I think I'm going to do another set at 275 and then I'll go up weight. Where great uncle's family is from. Greenville's nice. The Reedy River used to be kind of, industrial pollution and all that sort of stuff, but then the city's done a really good job of sort of renovating the downtown River and Falls area to turn it into a kind of a park. It's very pretty now. So give a lot of credit to Greenville where it's come a long way as a city. Okay. Is it better to go to Midnight Yell buzzed or sober? No, don't go to, okay. You can go to Midnight Yell sober. That's not the point of Midnight Yell. In some ways, Midnight Yell has been one of the greatest blessings to the College Station Police Department that ever has been, because it's a lot easier to control a bunch of drunken, rowdy teenagers if they're all in one location. It's kind of a side benefit to the whole Midnight Yell thing. So there's your answer on that one. No, have a couple beers, for sure. Have a couple beers first. Definitely pregame. The Northgate will be buzzing the entire time. So yeah, I highly recommend that. In fact, I have cousins who attended Clemson. Yeah, Clemson's up that way. Clemson's not in Greenville per se. It's maybe about half an hour over in Pickens County. So it's not that far though. It's a relatively short drive. All right, so now this time I'm gonna do the same deadlift, but the left hand's gonna be underhand and the right hand's gonna be overhand. So last time we're like this time we're like this, okay? As for, I've got a couple other meta and server updates to talk about after this set. Let's do this. So we're continue doing deadlift. All right, here we go. One, two, three. Gosh, I'm going really slow. Oh. it's okay. That's how deadlifting's supposed to go, though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that was 315. We'll go up weight. That felt pretty good. Fireball, gonna be lurking because you're doing homework. That's cool. So a couple meta and server updates. Originally, my trip up to Knoxville, not this weekend, but next, was to be paired up with a business trip to Atlanta. That has gotten canceled, and so too has my reason to go to Knoxville. So, the weekend of the 29th, I will be in Columbia instead. Probably going to the Gamecocks game. I will be at Williams-Brice this upcoming Saturday for the Texas A&M game. I'll be tailgating, I will be partying, and I will be having a great deal of fun. So we go with 315. But yeah, Fluffa, for Midnight Yell, my best 2 pieces of advice are, don't go alone. I mean, you can, but it's a lot less fun, and don't go sober. Find some buddies, have a couple drinks, and if you don't have any buddies to get drinks with, just go walk around on O'Bannon's and strike up a conversation with just about anyone. Well, if you don't find buddies, buddies will find you. You said you're into bowling anyway, so you probably get in with the bowling club. You'll be doing a little bowling. Okay. 315 pounds. What's up, Alder? Good to see you. Yeah, no, Midnight Yell is one of those things where you can do it sober, but it's better with at least a beer or two in your system. Someone asked me this, excuse me. Someone asked me this on a different channel the other day, and the question was, what is my favorite Midnight Yell? And I thought about this for a while. It's hard not to go with anything other than the Locomotive Yell. Squats is pretty good too, as is the Spell Out. Farmer's Fight's a classic. Gig'em's, of course, you know, what you hear at the beginning of every kickoff. I think probably the most underrated one is Sit Down Bus Driver. That might be my favorite now that I think about it. I remember doing that so loud that we made Nick Saban himself stop what he was doing and turn around to look at us for a brief moment. We all yelled, like 50,000 of us on one side, probably another 30 to 40,000 on the other side, because, you know, Alabama fans do travel. But that stadium was packed out. It was 2015. We yelled, "Sit down, bus driver," at Saban, and it caught him off guard. That's a good one. All right. I have cyberstalked the A&M bowling team's Instagram. You are correct in that assumption. Yeah, again, it's... You really, if you're alone at A&M, you're probably working towards that. Like, to go through 4 years or even 2 years, or, you know, as a transfer at A&M and not make any friends, that's pretty difficult to do. Someone at some point along the line is probably going to reach out to you. You just have to take them up on it. Be open-minded. All right, so 315 pounds. We're going to do 2 of these sets. Then we're going to drop weight again, head back down, and I know I'm going like really, really slow. I'm averaging like freaking 5-6 minutes per set here, but I don't care. It's the weekend. I don't have anything better to do, and it's important for me, you know, to show you all the safety end of these things anyway. Show you all, hey, this is how you do deadlift. This is how you do blah blah blah. Plus, racking and de-racking deadlift always takes forever. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. That was 6. That's not bad. I'll do another set at 6. That was right hand under. Oh, the other slightly disgusting, but very important safety thing for deadlifts is that if your bowels or large intestine gives you the sign that you need to relieve yourself, don't take the chance. Go use the bathroom. Don't hold it. There are all too many truly unfortunate clips of people defecating themselves on YouTube or any number of other social media social media platforms, trying to hit really heavy deadlift weight while needing to use the bathroom. It's not pretty. So don't do that to yourself. That's just a basic safety precaution. And well, basic safety and, well, for your own embarrassment, really. I mean, do you really want to be known as the guy who crapped himself in the gym? My guess would be no. Anywho, this will be my last set before I go back down weight. Do y'all want to see this from side view? I think I'm going to show y'all from side view also because I kind of want to see, I kind of want to see my own form. That should be about right. Actually, yeah. Bald, to be honest, maybe a clip of this wouldn't be the worst idea. Or any of y'all, really. So this is going to be left hand under. Probably going to go for about 6 reps. Oh. And one other thing, if you're going more than body weight, I recommend a safety belt. It's not strictly necessary, but it's probably a good idea. Here we go. Keep an eye, and if you see me fucking up, say something. But keep an eye on spinal alignment. Ideally, we want our spine to be neutral at all times. That's important. Spinal alignment should be good. The weight should not be moving very far forward, nor should it be moving very, very far back. It should be right at about center of mass the entire time, or very close to. Here we go. Come on, let's do this. See what I mean with the fart? Yeah. So, hopefully my form on that wasn't complete ass. It didn't feel like it was complete ass. My back doesn't hurt. My abs feel very tight, which is good. It means I was engaging them. We'll go ahead and D-rack and we'll go to sumo. Sumo, we'll move you back to the front or the front view. It doesn't make sense to do it any other way. That's pretty good though. I've repped, I think, as many as 9 or even 10 reps on 315 with deadlift with a straight bar. So that seems, repping 6 seems about right. You know, coming off a knee injury, not quite at 100%, but getting closer. So it seems like we're on the right track from a recovery perspective, at least. Okay. So next up's going to be the sumo deadlift. The sumo deadlift is roughly the same concept as the conventional deadlift. The difference between a conventional and a sumo deadlift is very simple. Looks good. Oh, got the artworks to do. All right, Senex. The difference between a conventional deadlift and a sumo deadlift, very simple, right? Conventional deadlift, your feet are about shoulder width apart. Sumo deadlift, your feet are quite a bit wider. So the sumo deadlift, you are going like this. You're gonna come up, you come back down, right? The concept, the deadlift, is still the exact same. Pick weight up, set weight down. The mechanics are just slightly different because you're taking a wider stance. For this, the sumo deadlift, you should feel it a little bit more in your quads and hamstrings, a little bit less in your glutes, your lower back. In either case, I still recommend the use of a weight belt, though it is not strictly necessary. Because again, safety first. And if you guys would like me to do one facing away from the camera so you can see the posterior chain work in action, let me know and I'll try to make that happen. Senex says abs looking amazing, the cut doing great, and the bicep pump is smashing the vein game. Well, I appreciate that. Today we're working lower body. Senex, this is a sumo deadlift. Again, kind of what it says on the tin. Deadlift the weight with a sumo stance. Now, for these, some people are able to do this at heavier weight than a conventional deadlift. I am not one of those people. My deadlifting game has never been all that strong, and sumo doubly so. So keep that in mind. One, two, three. That's 5, and I tore up my shin a little bit. Always happens at least once. Dang it, that's gonna leave a mark. That's all right. Take a little bit more of a break. If you're deadlifting heavy, expect your workout to take longer than a normal workout will. Put simply, deadlifts just take time. I feel like crap, to be honest, y'all. Definitely don't quite feel on my game. I need more rest. So, I guess I should mention, excuse me, to anyone new in chat, howdy. My name is Beer Battered Aggie Syndrome. We lift weights here. We do other things, but we lift weights here. Today's deadlift day. The goal is 1,000 followers by the end of the year. If you look over there, you'll see where our progress is. It's somewhere above 620, I believe, at this point, somewhere around there. 621 maybe. So we're on our way. We actually have a new goal. For those of you who are interested in this, I will do a sleep stream on my Discord channel, link below if you guys are interested in that. If we can hit 850 followers by Thanksgiving. So there's your incentive for those of you who want that in chat. All right, we're gonna do another set. This time we're going to switch grips. So this time it'll be left hand under, right hand to top, and we're going to do another set of sumo deadlifts. I think I'm starting to get to the point where the cut cycle is beginning to sap my energy. I just don't have that much more fat to lose, and I feel like I've been on the cut so long, my body is starting to protest a little bit more. It could just be a perception. I don't know. I'm ready to not be cutting anymore, I'll tell you all that much. We're, at this rate, I'd say about 85, 90% of the way through the cut. We're nearing the end of it. You know, we got 1 month left tops. Less if we can continue to stay disciplined and get down to 12%. 13.2 is the lowest I've seen. Last week at this time, I checked in at 13.45. We'll see where we go this week. I'm hoping for somewhere closer to 13 dead, but I'm not expecting below 13. If I do get below 13, I'm going to be flabbergasted, to be brutally honest. I don't think we're there yet. Based on progress pictures, I look quite similar to the way I did 2 to 3 weeks ago. Maybe that's just an illusion though. Okay, so sumo deadlift, same principle. Same thing as last time, wide stance, just switching the hand grip from right hand under to left hand under. I know some of you deadlift purists will scream at me that I should do it overhand grip only, but no. I like switching hand grips. Gives me better grip. It makes me feel like I can grip and do more weight more effectively. The point of a deadlift is not to train your grip strength. That's the point of other workouts. The point of deadlift is to hit your lower body. Oh God, I'm tired. All right. Here we go. Alright, we're going to go down weight 225, and we'll do another set there. Scuffed up our shins again, another shin this time. As is normal, as happens. Never heard of this man? What are we doing here? What are you talking about, chat? Big Red, I don't think any of us know what you're talking about. Sorry. I don't know who Charlie Trippy is either. And the link you posted says some NFL Hall of Famer or player, which is great, I guess. You know, pity for him. Although, you know, it's sad when someone dies, but if someone lives to 100, you know, it's a little bit less sad. So at least that means they lived a very long life, and typically a rather fulfilling one, because human psychology is such that if you're not living a very fulfilling life, you typically don't live that long. All right. Let me put the other arrows. The other thing we'll do once we're done with these is we'll do some calves. Shit, I should have done calves when I had the heavier weight on here now that I'm looking at it. That was a mistake. Oh well. I'll do a calf set now, actually. Give the posterior chain a little bit more time to recover. Yeah, I never feel like I have the same grip strength on a forehand. Never. Never, 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 never. If there's someone in chat's got a way for me to work on that, I'm all ears. Big Red saying you gotta go eat supper for the stepdad. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Big Red. Always good to see you. My main man from Kentucky. All right, wow. Looks like we've already hit more than 15 followers, or not followers, sorry, viewers. So at the end of this, we'll do a Rocky style raw egg white chug. And then 25, y'all have earned handstand push-ups. So good for y'all. I probably need to bump that up to 35. pretty soon here. Cause y'all seem to be hitting that about every day now. All right, so this is just 225 pounds. It's not a ton of weight to be deadlifting, but again, at this rate, I'm still recovering from a knee injury, and I don't want to overdo things. That's not ideal if I do that. So, did y'all prefer the front view or the back view? Do you have a pull-up bar? How do I train grip strength for climb? Okay, yeah. Anna says sometimes all we can focus on is making through this day, and it's feeling like one of these days. No, I'm gonna carry on. I mean, I'm tired. I'm not burned out yet. I haven't even done Romanians yet, and I feel like it's important for me to show you how to do those. I don't think I'm gonna do a full 30 sets, Anna, but I'm not quite burned out to that level yet. I'm still feeling all right. Do one more set here. We've only been going for about 45 minutes. And the first 10 minutes I spent talking anyway, to kind of go over the safety limits of this. So now we'll carry on. We'll carry on. Okay. This is 100 kilograms, thereabouts. Okay. I'll address the pull-up comment in a minute. Let me do this set first. Okay. Last set of sumos. Come on. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I want more there. I'm losing grips. I don't have the grip strength today. Okay, so Fluffa says, do you have a pull-up bar? How I train grip strength for climbing was taking a towel, putting it over a bar, and doing a flexed arm, hand gripping the towel. I do have a pull-up bar. It is the top of the power rack. It is the pull-up bar. I also have a door frame pull-up bar. But the trouble is, right, a pull-up bar is fine and good for holding on to something for a really long time. The difference there, though, is that I weigh 200 pounds. So when I'm deadlifting, it's closer to 300 pounds. And as a result of that, it can get a little bit trickier to convert the training from a pull-up in terms of grip strength to the training on a deadlift in terms of grip strength. So let's see, we've done 10 sets of deadlifts so far. 3 of them have been sumos. We'll do a few sets of Romanian deadlifts, do some calves, throw in maybe 1 set of power cleans, and we'll call it a day. I don't think we need to push it any harder than that. We're doing pretty well. I'll explain Romanian deadlifts after this calf set. Here we go. 3, go. It's my left hand. Didn't quite have the grip strength. The calluses are there. I mean, look at them bad boys. Yeah. Just ain't quite able to hold on it. Let's go to the kitchen already? Nah, man, I ain't quitting. I can't quit. Sometimes on days where you're just really, there'll be days where you bonk, you hit the wall and you really can't do much more. Today's not one of those days yet. I have hit the wall before. I have bonked. It's nothing to be afraid of. but there will be a point, probably on a leg day, because it's what demands the most of your central nervous system, to where you exert yourself on a particular exercise so hard that you kind of have a bit of a cold sweat going on. And when you have a bit of a cold sweat going on, your muscles will start to cramp up a lot more. You'll kind of get a little bit of a mind fog. And when that happens, your best bet is just go find a chair or a bench somewhere and sit or lay down for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let it wear itself off, and then leave the gym, because you're done at that point. You're shot. I'm not at that point yet. I don't think I'll get there. I'm not quite going intensely enough today or quickly enough. If I was doing this, twice the speed that I am, then yeah, I might get to that point. But okay, so let's talk about Romanian deadlifts. As we've discussed, and now that I've shown you, a deadlift is where you take the bar, you bring it up, and you set it back down. Okay? A Romanian deadlift is generally the same principle. The difference with a Romanian deadlift is that on a conventional deadlift, what you're caring most about is exploding upwards, right? Getting the bar up, the concentric part of the workout. With a Romanian deadlift, that takes second precedence to the eccentric part of the workout. With a Romanian deadlift, you start, I'll use this as a bar to demonstrate. You start with the bar up here, then you want to keep your back tightened, a shelf, almost as if you're doing a low bar squat. You slowly come down, you only bend your knees a very small amount. Come down to about here until you can feel it kind of stretching, pulling at your hamstrings, and then you come back up. The key to the Romanian deadlift is really focusing on the hip hinge muscles. So everything around the hips, glutes, abs, and lower back. But the muscle that will kind of inform you as to how deep to go on a Romanian deadlift will be your hamstrings. Don't want to keep your knees locked, but you don't want to bend your knees in a Romanian quite as far as you would bend them in a deadlift. Okay? Clear as mud? Awesome. So we're going to do a set of those, and if you guys have questions or want to see it from a different angle, let me know if you want to see the back angle. You know what? That's just what I'll do. I'll do the first one front angle, the next one back angle, then we'll do one more side angle. We'll do a couple more sets of calves. I'll probably do a power clean set, and then we're going to call it a day. I could do lunges today. I'm not really feeling like it, to be brutally honest. So we'll carry on. We'll keep going. Okay. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you to all of the long-term followers and the more active people on the Discord community and in the chat. You guys have been helping bring in new people, helping keep this place to be lively, but also accepting of new people. Really kind of building a positive energy effort on this channel, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. Next up, here we go, Romanian deadlift. One other thing with Romanians, you can do them with any conventional or switch hand grip, just like you would a regular deadlift. The grip you have on a Romanian doesn't really matter, just like it doesn't really matter on a conventional deadlift. Whoa. Really work that eccentric. Yeah, I'm running out of gas tonight. Alright, we're gonna do 2 more sets of this and maybe 1 more set of calves, so that's gonna be it. Fuck. Yeah, some days you get like this where you just don't have the smash that you were hoping for. Whoa. Dang.
All right, 26 people watching. Well, I guess a fair amount of y'all are lurkers. That's okay. I'm just glad to have you here. For any of y'all who are new and have followed today or have just tuned in for the first time, my name is Beer Battered Aggie Syndrome. I lift weights. I give advice, be that financial, be that lifting, be that physical, and we'll carry on. Anna, I'm not making my workout about you. I can promise you that, okay? My workout is about me and how I feel. No. I listen to my fans if I'm feeling up to it and I want to do more. But I know where my limits are, and I know how far to go to test them. That's why I'm going slow today, is because I'm definitely not at peak strength. That doesn't mean I need to stop. What it means is I need to take things very wisely. But that's why, I'm not going for a full 30 set workout as per usual. I can feel it in me, I don't have the energy to do that. I think this will be, after I'm all done, 10, 13, I think this will be 16 sets, 17 sets, something like that. All right, let's do one more set of Romanians, we'll do one more set of calves, we'll do one final set of Romanians, and we're gonna call it a day. I was gonna do power cleans, but I just don't think I've got the gas for it on this account. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch, one last thing. Watch the upper part of my back. Y'all see I try to keep it fairly tight. That's an important part of this. Don't try to round your back. That's important. You want to keep your back non-rounded. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, normally I can rep 10 of those. 6 is the best I'm going to do today. So I have a video today about discipline versus motivation. That's a good question, Baldwin. So, to me, it's a bit of an arbitrary distinction. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is a habit that's formed. I would like to think I've got very good lifting discipline. Very seldom, do I ever just take a string of days off. In fact, it's to the point where if I don't lift for a longer period of time, I get a little bit antsy. I feel like I'm missing something from my day. Whereas motivation, it's nice to be motivated, but I think it's a lot more important to be disciplined. So let's do one more set of calves. Do one more set of Romanians, and then we're going to call it a day in the gym. Which is a little disappointing. I wanted to do more than that, but my body's telling me no. Body's telling me you've had enough and you need to sleep. Sometimes it's like that though. I mean, to be fair, this is more deadlift sets than I normally do. I don't normally do, so this is now 7-3. This is I think my 12th or 13th set of deadlifts. That's a lot. I don't normally do that much in one workout. Typically I'll do 6 to 9 sets of deadlifts tops. Oh man, that felt good. All right, calves. 2, 3, 4. Oh. All right.
last set. Yeah. Now, my discipline isn't as good dieting-wise, I will admit it. I think most people's aren't. It's very easy to pop a scoop of peanut butter or a piece of candy if it's in your house, especially if your roommate bought it and you didn't, but your roommate is chill and wants to share with you. That gets very difficult. Ask me how I know. I love Dodger. She's great, but that gets frustrating. It's just, it's a very natural temptation. Sometimes, and when you're on a cut cycle, it gets even more intense. It's just a primal instinct to eat the food. And sometimes you have to step back and limit yourself, and it gets very difficult. There's nothing you really do about it. Sleep deprivation has not helped. I'm so bad about using a scoop or two of peanut butter as a meal replacement. I mean, dude, peanut butter fucking slaps. That's the problem. Peanut butter is so damn delicious, but it's so high calorie. On a cut cycle, you have to avoid it pretty much at all costs. Okay. All right. I don't think y'all need to see the side view. I can't be bothered to move it over. Call me lazy. All right, this will be our last set. We'll do this, then we'll de-rack, we'll head inside, and we'll chill. I need a slightly less intense workout for today. I'm just ready to stop being on this cut cycle, y'all. It's about time. I may just I may say fuck it and go to maintenance come early November. I don't know, I'll see how motivated I am, to get all the way down to 12, but I'm pretty thrilled with the way I look now. Not to be complacent, but basically what it would do is shorten up my bulk slightly, instead of getting all the way down to 12 and then coming all the way back up to 15. Hey, all right, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you, man. I still need to update that alert because it goes by on the screen a little bit too quickly. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the follow. I'll send you a thank you in whispers later. All right, so last set today. I know I normally do a little bit more in here, but y'all, I'm out of gas today. It's just tiring. Some days you get like this. And it's not like, I didn't work out today. I still did a pretty damn good workout. I repped on 315 with deadlift. That's pretty good. It's just not the volume that I normally do. And that's okay. I can sit here and finish up with lunges or all sorts of other stuff, but I think my body's giving me a pretty good sign today. This will be the last set. But if this is going to be the last set, I'm going to take a drink of water and make it count. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Romania deadlifts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh. That'll do it. All right, we're done. Oh, shit, my hook came off. Gonna fix that. Okay. We are done the workout. Now we just got to de-rack. still head aside. We get our standard protein and egg white game on. And we shall, at long last, take the rest that I have been withholding from my own body for far too long. Come on now. Get out. Get off. Very nice. Tomorrow is going to be a bench day. Per popular demand, I will be live at 9 in the morning instead of 8. Now, I'm not going anywhere yet. This stream isn't over. We still have the handstand push-ups and the egg whites and the protein and the Q&A. So stick around. We'll head inside. Luva says, Ballhorn says, am I at 13% body fat right now? I do my official weigh-ins Friday morning, so we'll know officially tomorrow morning. Yesterday morning, or not yesterday, last Friday morning I was at 13.45%. I think it was either Sunday or Monday where I weighed in at 13.2. So I'm getting closer. I don't think I'll be below 13. This upcoming weigh-in session, it might be. It could happen. I don't feel like my diet's been supremely good. I feel like it's been okay. It's possible that I'm going to be at 13%. Hang on. We've got Plastic Walnut says, I won't be able to stay completely disciplined this weekend. A few indulgences seem more visible during a birthday. On the bright side, I've lost 9 pounds since last month. Can we get a hell yeah and a happy birthday to Plastic Walnut, our main raging occasion? Hell yeah, bro. Happy birthday. No, absolutely. If it's your birthday, have an indulgence or two. You know, try to be a little active maybe in the morning when you get up, so that way you'll feel better, but otherwise, no. On your birthday, go do what you enjoy. Now for me, like on my birthday, my next one, when I turn 28, y'all are probably going to see me lift and stream on my birthday because I really enjoy doing this. Y'all are a lot of fun to hang around, so I'm going to do it. But, so yeah, so for those of y'all who were wondering about that one, all right. It might be your last cake. That's dark. Holy crap, Aldrin. Oh, okay. The pain. Or as a late great friend of ours once said, speaking of morbidity, piano. Much appreciated. I'll be 25 tomorrow and eat out on Saturday. Very nice. Yeah. Big happy birthday to your stepdaddy is 63. Happy birthday to Big Red Froze, a stepdad. And for those of you, well, you never know, maybe we'll start a long cut session. Yeah? Maybe. You guys want to do me a favor and tell the chat that we were about to do handstand push-ups in the Discord. One of y'all can go onto the Discord and be like, yo, handstand hype. You don't have to do that. You know, certainly don't everyone ping over it, but
I don't know if anyone's just hanging out in the Discord. Link below. I feel like a broken record saying that sometimes. Let's get the angle a bit better. There we go. Alright, handstand push-ups. Holy moly. Oh, I'm tired. So damn tired. Whew. Alright. We'll see what I weigh in at. I think the last official weight was 13.45% and like 202 pounds. I don't know if I'm going to be below that. I doubt it, but I might be. Okay. Handstand push-ups. Here we go. Oh. Trackstar, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I was just about to do some handstand push-ups. First time chat, no less. Awesome. I love having new chatters. I love having new people show up. Welcome, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Thanks for saying so. Here we go. Handstand push-ups. 1, 2, 3. So, if you're new to this place, my name's Beer Battered Aggie Syndrome. I lift weights, and when I get 25 years or more, I do this. And then I have to sit for a moment because the blood has rushed to my head. Oh God. Yeah, Trackstar. That is a normal thing I do on this channel because we keep getting more viewers. So tell all your friends. Tell y'all what, if y'all get me to 50 views, I'll come back and do a second set, okay? Oh. Okay. Now it's time for protein powder. Big Red says, am I going to join Dodger as she streams at Jackbox? Is she streaming tonight? If she is, the answer is no. I'm too fucking... y'all have seen how tired I am. No, I'm going to be asleep. Oh, hell, honestly, after this, if I... What my evening will probably be is we'll go do the protein powder. We'll go do the egg whites. I will probably wrap up the stream. I'll do some private sessions if I have any. I don't think I currently have any scheduled, but I may. And then I'll probably go to bed. I could use a solid like 10 plus hour rest. I'm beat, y'all. So, I don't normally talk politics, but it's about that time of year where the midterm elections are coming up. I'm not going to influence you to vote for a Democrat, a Republican, a independent, a libertarian, a green, what have you, but I will encourage you to vote. If you're in the United States and you're over the age of 18, midterm elections are important and they get far less voter turnout than the rest of than the presidential elections. This is bothersome especially because in the local elections, particularly in your state and county levels, that is where truly impactful decisions to your local life are made. Generally speaking, what is done at the federal level, you have a lot less control over than if you do it at the local level. So yeah, get out and vote. Here I've got, I believe there's right now is a governor's race between Governor McMaster and Mr. Cunningham of the Democrats, and I believe there is a libertarian running for governor. Same thing for one of the 2 South Carolina Senate seats where Tim Scott is getting challenged by, I believe, a young up-and-comer on the Democratic side from the 96 area. So we'll see where that goes. And then we have several South Carolina state positions to vote for here. I believe Lieutenant Governor, Comptroller, I want to say, I think the head of the ag department for the state. And then there's a couple county ones as well. So, Aiken County stuff. And all of that's really important. And then we've got 2 referenda here about whether or not to increase the rainy day fund for the state of South Carolina. All of these issues are really important, and they affect you a lot more than you might think they do. So definitely get out and vote. I don't really care how you vote. You can even vote communist if you're truly brainless, but, good, get out and vote. Okay, I'm not trying to get uber political on this channel, but if you're a communist, you probably won't like my political views. I'll put it that way. Apart from, I generally think things are pretty good here. I all things considered, America's pretty damn great. I think we're doing all right for ourselves. Yeah, it should be a particularly controversial statement these days, and I just filled this up with water when I shouldn't have. That was a mistake. Crap. I don't want to waste this. Don't waste water. I'm not going to chug it, though, because I don't have space for the shaky. I got it. Pour this in here for now. Set that aside. Cue the Rocky music. Georgia has several big races. They obviously, the one between Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock is rather well known. But then the one between Brian Kemp and Stacey Abrams is another one. I have my opinions on that. If you guys really want to know about my politics, you can ask. Shaky. Here we go. This thing is damn near full to bursting. Ooh, that might have been too much. No, that was just a little bit too much. That's okay. What state am I in? I live in the great state of South Carolina. So, this is another point, too. My state is, for all intents and purposes, a reliably Republican-dominated one. That does not mean I should not vote in elections. Just because the state is run predominantly by one party does not mean it should be a foregone conclusion that that party will win every time. There have been political upsets of greater magnitude before. So it is important to get out and vote regardless of how big a swing state or how little of a swing state you are in. I live in the great state of South Carolina, though. I love it here, and if you're around the area, come hit a bro up. I love meeting my fans. Cheers, y'all. This is 8 ounces of raw egg whites, Rocky style. Ugh. Oh, that's awful. Ugh. Yuck. Honestly, I'm pretty full right now, so I think I may come back and do the protein shaky later, unless people really want it. You know what? No, that's what I'll do. I'll do the protein shaky now, and then I'll put it in the fridge because I don't really want to drink it this very second. Same here in Kentucky. We're a red state. The last gubernatorial one was by really competitive. And then plastic walnuts in Louisiana. I mean, which is basically a failed. It would be a third world country if it wasn't part of the United States, but. Putting down Louisiana is a lot of fun. I'm sorry, plastic. Y'all have great cuisine, but if it weren't for being part of the USA, y'all would just be another version of Haiti. That's my hot take about Louisiana. Y'all have issues in that state, man. Oh, that's terrible. Let's get the creatine on board. Get everything else in there.
You think John Bell Edwards has done a good job? Interesting. I've heard dissenting opinions from that, to put it mildly. But then I've also heard mixed opinions about previous governors for Louisiana.
Just bash Baton Rouge and we have
No, that's the thing. But Big Red, that's not accurate. Well, yeah, Louisiana government's corrupt too. New Orleans has its issues that it has refused to tackle for a really long time, and that's part of the problems it's part of the situation it finds itself in. Now, the part of the state I feel the worst for is the most interesting part of the state, the backwoods Cajun areas on the Gulf Coast. You know, Acadiana, I'm probably butchering that, my apologies, but that's the part of the state where the culture is the most interesting. You've got the most vibrant ecosystem that's very unique, but due to climate change and subsidence from the oil and gas industry drilling everywhere, much of that part of the state is not going to exist in 50 years. The state is literally sinking into the ocean. What side do you sit on, if you don't mind me saying? Actually, I'm very open about this. So this is one thing I pride myself on this channel. I like being very accessible to my audience. Now, if you guys want to ask me like all my political stuff in a more detailed way, if you see that counter up there, that is for 1,000 followers. And when we get to the 1,000 follower mark, we will do an Ask Me Anything, truth or drink stream, where I have to tell you everything. You guys can ask me literally any question, and I have to tell you all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, or I take a drink. So I'll give you the TLDR of what my positions are, but I don't want to reveal everything. That's a great question to have for the 1,000 viewer stream. So Trackstar, if you like this content, if you like what we do here, check out the community in the Discord, link below, and stick around for the 1,000 followers, because we will get there by the end of the year. I'm very bullish on that right now. It seems like we're reliably getting 40 to 50 new followers a week, and at that rate, we'll hit it probably in November, maybe, if not early December. Anywho, as far as my views are concerned, I'm something of a centrist politically. I wouldn't say there are a lot of issues I just don't really give a shit about, frankly. A lot of social issues. I don't really have much of an opinion on abortion. It doesn't really concern me. I'm male. And I think, frankly, we have bigger fish to fry. Same thing with a lot of the gender stuff that's been going on in recent years. You know, to me, it's a little bit like the fight on gay marriage, was 20 years ago, where... heck, Barack Obama was not in favor of gay marriage until something like 2012. Keeping that in mind, opinions have shifted really quickly on that. I personally don't really have one. As far as, I live and let live, generally. Do a shaky, as always. And for this, I'm putting this in the fridge because I don't feel like drinking it right now. I do have some stronger opinions on other issues, though. I'm pretty mild on, don't have much of an opinion on immigration. Don't really have that much of an opinion on a lot of the other social issues of the day. Don't really have much of an opinion on the racism and how to come to terms with America's past issue. But I do have stronger opinions on the economy. Stronger opinions on environmentalism and how to preserve our natural resources for future generations. And I do tend to have stronger opinions on guns. That's one where I've been pretty open about where I stand. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed. There are some prices that unfortunately we have to pay as a society because of that. But that is... The culture of guns in this country is such that it will never ever be the idea that we could actually get rid of all the guns it's a fantasy. It can't happen. There are too many people with too many guns already in this country.
to where any form of control doesn't really work, and all it does is put an existing burden on those who are lawful. So that's about it. What's up, Morphine? Hi, here to leave my lurk and while I make and eat pancakes. Let's go. Pancakes sound pretty dope, but that's just straight carbs, so I can't have that. Anyway, we're pretty much at the end of the stream here. I know I typically go a little bit longer. I need to rest. Frankly, I'm very tired. I can give you all the pec bounce, though. Yeah. Bump, bump. Oh, wait, that kind of hides it. There we go. Bump, 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 bump. That's always fun to do. Do we have any other questions? Just hanging out? Love some carbs. Me too. Amen. Hey, fucking men. Boy, what I would give for that. I have a question. Hit me. What you got? We can also move to the office, but we'll probably, you know what, we'll move to the office. You've got a question, I've probably got an answer. So ask your question, we'll move over to the office. Let's do that. Yes. All right, it's nice here. It's 63 degrees Fahrenheit in my house right now, which is baller. These are going to sleep real well. I'm going to sleep like the dead tonight. Can you do your pec bounce while someone is grabbing it? You know, I don't think I've ever tried. Good question. I guess I could try grabbing it and we can find out. I don't know why, but I've never really thought to do that. Alright, so pec bounce. Right? So if I'm grabbing it, maybe kind of not, so if I were to like grab it tight, yeah, I mean I can kind of do it. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I guess I guess I can do it. There we go. Oh my goodness. I am pretty pooped tonight, y'all. Been a long day. So for those of you who are interested in more on this, for those of you who are interested in more regarding to this this content, this channel, this server, wow, the abs are actually looking pretty decent right now. Look at that. You can see lines kind of forming pretty well there. But if you like what I do, check out the Discord link below. That's where I can be reached off hours a lot of the time. There's a lot of great motivation in there. If you guys are looking to get in better shape, you guys are looking to learn a little bit about how to manage your money better, because you all saw the clock, up here. That is a countdown until I'm financially independent, which I shall be able to do before I hit age 30. If you want a little advice on dieting, how I was able to make this cut cycle happen, if you just want some motivation, or if you just want some fun people to talk to, you're going to like the Discord server. In addition, I also do some private sessions. If that is something that would interest you, send me a DM or a whisper. Generally speaking, I do those on Discord, so you're going to want to check out the Discord channel as well. Alright, I think that's going to be about it for this one. Do we have any further questions? Go ahead and give chat a moment. Otherwise, I think we're going to raid Super again. Super just be hanging out. Give him just another moment. It's 623 followers. All right. Well, before I get going, let me say thank you to the people who did follow today. Those people would be
Pfish26. Who else we got? Trackstar, I presume. If you haven't followed and you're still hanging out here, well, I appreciate that. hopefully you change your mind, hit that follow button. Otherwise, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and raid is it Supernatural Rider? I believe it's Supernatural Rider, yes. Alright, well, thank you very much for the follow, Trackstar. I appreciate that. We're going to go raid Supernatural Rider. She's pretty chill. I raided her several times before. Not a ton need to really say there. Yeah, we'll do that. If y'all are interested in a private session or just got questions for me off hours, you know where to find me this Discord. Oh, tomorrow and this weekend. That's what I need to talk about a little bit more. Tomorrow I will be live at 9 in the morning Eastern Time. It's going to be cold out there, so that I may start that workout in a sweatshirt, then gradually peel off layers. Or I may just do this and be cold and, you know, try to put out fuck tons of heat. We'll see how it goes. Anywho, tomorrow I'll be live at 9. Saturday I am off. Saturday I will not be streaming. I will be in Columbia for the Texas A&M South Carolina football game. So if you are in Columbia, South Carolina, and you'd like to meet up with me, I will be there on Saturday. I'm also going to be there for the South Carolina State Fair. So, come on through. Come, hit me up for that. Alternatively, and then on top of that, Sunday morning, I will be live at 9 in the morning again. So y'all will see me live Friday and Sunday morning, each at 9 a.m. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you for the new followers. If you like what I do, check out the Discord. If you really liked what I do, maybe take a look at the donations page down there. Tell all your friends and bring it in for the hug, y'all. Yeah, bring it in for the hug. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and raid Supernatural Rider. Let's see. Let's make the raid message real quick before I do that. What should the message be? I got it. Raid message. Oh, it's follower or subscriber only chat. Interesting. I didn't want to do that. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Prometheusist, thank you very much for the follow. Apologize, you're kind of capturing the end of the stream here. But I will be back tomorrow at 9 Eastern. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna just go. Yeah, we'll raid her. We'll still raid Supernatural. Give her a follow, y'all. She's pretty great. So, anywho, yeah, raid message is gonna be ran out of gas doing deadlifts. All right, y'all. Once again, I'll be live at 9 in the morning tomorrow. If y'all want more information about me or about the server or anything else, check out the Discord. Or send me a DM if you're having trouble. Thanks again, y'all. Cheers, peace out, gig 'em, and good night.